Good afternoon, Florida. We have breaking news coming out of Coral Springs. Flying giant clams have invaded and are causing destruction. We have a live broadcast of the current situation. Martin, you're on.
Oh, my fault. As you can see, here I am surrounded by giant clams that are firing lasers, deadly explosive lasers, and just exploding everything. Oh, will you look at that? There's one right above me now. Wow.
Well, as you can see, it is very dangerous out there. Everybody should stay on the lookout and stay inside. But in order to win against the clams, we must know our enemies. Dr. Torado, Dr. Lynch.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lynch.
And I'm Dr. Torado.
We both studied commology at the University of Conch, and today we're seeing this weird behavior with giant clams, but we first must understand how their life cycle works.
First off, they're the largest bivalve on Earth. Bivalve meaning two hinges. And eventually they become hermaphrodites, which means they produce both sperm and egg cells.
Talking about adults, the giant clam life cycle starts when the adults release sex cells or gametes into the ocean. This is when the sperm cells fertilize the egg cells. Giant clams know when to breed due to lunar cycles. To know where the other giant clams are during these breeding periods, giant clams release the hormone serotonin to signal their locations to one another. After the fertilized eggs hatch, they become larvae.
During the larva stage, they are planktonic and float around in surface waters, but the larva stage is broken up into three more stages: trochophore, veliger, and pediveliger. As a trochophore, they just swim around. As a veliger, they develop two flaps and keep swimming, but as a pediveliger, they develop a foot used to crawl around the seabed to find a hard substrate to attach to.
After the pediveliger stage, the giant clams are now known as juveniles or spat. In this stage, the giant clams move with their feet to find suitable substrate to attach to, just as they did in the previous stage. They also feed with the feet as well. And during this stage, the giant clam communicates using hormones to form groups. Forming groups scares predators away. Once they find suitable substrate to attach to, they attach themselves to it and grow for about 3 years before reaching sexual maturity. When giant clams reach sexual maturity, they are now considered adults. Adult giant clams are sessile, meaning that they're fixed onto the seabed. The adults live in tropical waters, either in coral reefs or lagoons, up to 20 meters in depth. To protect themselves from predators, clams squirt water at them. Adult giant clams receive glucose via zooxanthellae living in them. Adult giant clams are also ready to start the life cycle at this stage.
And this is the normal life cycle for giant clams.
However, these special giant clams have another stage in their life cycle, in which they develop an electromagnetic field which allows them to float. This creates a lot of energy inside the clam. So now instead of squirting water at their predators, they shoot lasers and explode them.
But fear not, as these giant clams do have weaknesses. Many of these giant clams are overfished and their shells are being sold on the black market. These giant clams are also susceptible to pollution to the waters they live in. Giant clams' habitats are also constantly being destroyed due to coral bleaching, which is caused by ocean acidification and increased temperatures.
So at this rate, we should see all giant clams gone in about 2 to 3 years.
Thank you, Dr. Torado and Dr. Lynch, for such insightful information. I hope that everybody stays safe tonight, and we will update you tomorrow. Oh no!